The time has come to reveal the results and the winner of 10Q Australia. So keep yourselves tuned in, watch in HD, because you are watching Florence Ballad A3060, the channel made in honour of the original Supreme Florence Ballad, the Shirelles and Hoover's first 1100 RPM automatic, the A3060 Electronic 1100. Right guys, the time has come for you all to stop worrying, and for those who did take place, thank you very much, and for those who didn't, it's okay. We still get a chance to meet, or whatever. I mean, of course I understand if there was a lot of things people didn't know, there was anyone who didn't know anything about Australia, that was understandable. Wouldn't hold anything against that. Let me just shut the phone off, and then, anyway. So, the structure of how this video is going to be, I don't want to make it too long, although knowing my luck it'll end up being very long, but I'm going to try not to make it like half an hour long. Start with, we're going to be listing all the answers you guys gave me, and it'll be going by not any particular order, but just who answered first. So, if you're first or last, don't assume that you are the winner. It's just me displaying that. I screenshot everyone's comments. If anyone's noticed, I disabled comments last night at midnight so that no one could comment, and I've now taken down the video because there is no need for that video to be up now. It was just a temporary thing to be up, but this video will stay up, of course. So we'll be going through the answers first, and I won't be saying if that's a right or wrong answer. Then after I've done that, so I'll put the comment, who screenshot it, you know, I'll screenshot it and whatnot, and then put it up. And then I will be going through what the correct answers were, as well as probably sharing some reactions I did have to some of the answers I got, because there were some answers I found pretty funny. So guys, don't take it that I'm laughing at you if you got it wrong. As I said, look, it was a hard thing anyway. Even though people did find it easy, I understand learning about my time in Australia took a lot of time to do, because you had to go through videos, you probably had to search my Instagram or whatnot, or just whatever. So, you know, I have a lot of respect for you guys for actually being able to do it and taking part. If you don't win it, guys, as I said, you know what matters to me the most is that you took part. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be meeting up with you if you didn't win. It just means the winner gets to be the first one to come over here when I do, well, my machines arrive in June. But then everyone else will get to, you know, we'll get to meet up or whatnot, or whatever. Apologies, the light is bright. I've got one light here, I've got my lamp there, and I've got a neon light just behind, a neon pineapple. If you can see that there. It might not focus. I've got a thing for neon lights now. Some Debenhams, that one. So we'll first start with that, and then I'll also give a bit of an update on what's to come for the rest of the week, and then yeah, so grab yourself a drink or whatever you need and just take some time to sit and watch. And I hope you guys aren't going to be sweating or shaking about this. As I said, don't worry guys, if you didn't win it, it doesn't mean we're not going to meet. It just means, you know, you won't be the first one, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to meet. Of course I want to meet everyone in this washer group. So without further ado, I'm going to roll that on and let's go. So going from the first person who answered the questions, our first one was, oh, by the way, before I continue, thank you all for actually adhering to the rules and about how to do it, you know, putting the date and time, etc. I really appreciate the fact you guys really listened and watched that. So yeah, starting off, as I said, I'm not going to say how much you got right. I'm just going to read out what your answers were, and then after this I'm going to give away the answers I said, and then in order we'll list who came in what place. 7 people answered. I mean, I was expecting more, but 7 is pretty good. So our first one who answered on the 21st of May 2019, which is the day this rolled out, at 10:45 AM was Matt, who is Glenfield Math K1, who came to meet me and we went to the laundrette together. So, we gave 10 questions, of course, and here were the answers. For question 1, which was, what city did I stay in or spend my time in Australia? He answered Perth. Question 2, which was, what was my favourite area or suburb in Perth? He did not answer that one. I think probably just not aware of it, but that's fine. At least you had a go. Question 3 was, what was the freeway that runs down the Mandurah line? He answered Kwinana Freeway. Or Kwinana Freeway was actually a misspelling that I saw of it. As I said, guys, I'll also tell you what answers I would have accepted, because as I said, I was very flexible, so I was expecting people to misspell stuff, because stuff in Australia, it's quite hard to spell sometimes. Even I make mistakes on some of the suburbs there. Question 4, which were, what 2 machines did I swap my Cassandra 95304 for? He answered to Hotpoint washer dryer with brushless motor and a Maloney. Question 5, which was, what was the group? Which was my group that which group or artist did I fall in love with whilst out in Australia? No answers to that one. Question 6, where did I view the Australia Day 2017 firework display from? Again, no answer. Question 7, which machine in my collection was the first to be filmed in Australia? He answered to the Miele. I did like the way people were actually answering and thinking of things to put, even if they didn't know the model numbers or anything. Question 8 was, how long was I out in Australia for my working holiday visa? He answered 6 months, or in brackets 7 months. And I also question 9, which vehicle did I get a licence for out in Western Australia? He answered to moped/bike. And number 10, who did I develop a crush on at the start of 2019? No answer to that one. Then the next person who answered was no other than Spencer, WasherLab 2014. He's a real good subscriber, and he's always, we haven't met yet, but hopefully we do plan to. It'd be great sometime. And someone's spamming my phone. Who's blowing up my phone at the moment? Oh, it's our washer group. It was actually, oh, Chris, I think. So, unfortunately, I did write it on one page. So he answered to question 1 as Perth, Western Australia. Question number 2, he answered to Yangebup, Perth. Question 3, Kwinana Freeway, and actually spelled that one right. I was expecting someone to write Banana Freeway, because I did refer to it as that point. I don't know if you know what the story behind that is. My little cousin, Mia, who was in my Australia 2017 videos, when they were little, they called that the Banana Freeway, and then it stuck with Mum. And I always knew it was called Kwinana Freeway. And then when we were in 2017, when we went there, Mum said to our Uber driver, "Are we going to go down the Banana Freeway?" The driver looked at my mum to say, "You drunk or something?" And I said, "Mum, it's Kwinana Freeway." Question 4, Hotpoint WD640G and Ariston Margarita A1635. Question 5, the Shirelles. Question 6, Rockingham Forshore. Question 7, oh God, I can't even read my own damn handwriting. Hotpoint 9530 at Matt and Elliot's place. Question 8, from 12th of September 2018 to 22nd of March 2019. Question 9, moped, or moped as he put it, is how he spelled that, as you see. And question 10 was Tammy Terrell. Then, so I was receiving all, and he answered that at, again on the 21st of May 2019 at 6:53 AM. But weirdly, his one didn't show up. Matt's showed up first, which is quite weird. I noticed YouTube was being a bit funny with the comments. I had to keep, like, viewing newest comments first. It wasn't viewing every comment. And then someone did comment, and it still to this day didn't show up, but they showed me the evidence of their screenshot. Then, after that, Joe, Washercrazy, answered on the 21st of May 2019 at 9 o'clock AM. Most of the people did it on the first day, which I kind of had a feeling would happen. His answers were, question 1 was Perth, number 2, Coburn Central, number 3, Kwinana Freeway, number 4, Hotpoint Aquarius Plus WD640G Super Silent and Ariston Margarita A1635, question 5, the Shirelles, question 6, Rockingham Forshore, question 7, Hotpoint Aquarius Plus WD640G Super Silent, question 8, 6 months holiday visa, number 9, moped, and question 10 was pass. And he actually wrote pass. Other people wrote pass, don't know, or they just simply didn't answer it. So I just literally wrote no answer. Then, on the 22nd of May at 9:51 AM, Kai, Hotpoint 9534 answered. Question 1, he answered Perth. 2, Melbourne. Number 3, no answer. Question 4, Hotpoint Washer Dryer and Ariston. Question 5, no answer. 6, again no answer. Number 7, Hotpoint 9530. Question 8, 6/7 months. Number 9, bike. And number 10, Courtney. Now, there we go. Then, a couple days later, we didn't really have any answers after that. And who comes along? Josh, the TheSuperWasherLab, on the 24th of May 2019 at 22:41. We had a late one this time. We had the earliest being Spencer's, 6:53. I mean, that was even probably before I was up at some point. We had this one. Question 1, Josh answers Perth. Number 2, no answer. Number 3, no answer. Number 4, Hotpoint WD640G and Ariston Margarita A1635. Question 5, no answer. Number 6, again, no answer. Number 7, Hotpoint 9530. Number 8, 6/7 months. Number 9, moped. And 10, Courtney. Now, this was a surprise. I've not really spoken to this user too much, but some of the comments he left on my videos, very friendly. And he's quite a nice guy, actually. Do forgive me if I pronounce this name incorrectly, because I'm not too familiar with some of the names. Is it Ignace V? Ignace V? Do I pronounce it like the Italian washing machine brand? He answered on the 27th of May, 2019 at 14:41. So close to closing time. Question number 1, Perth. Number 2, no answer. Number 3, no answer. Number 4, Hotpoint WD640G and Ariston Margarita. Number 5, no answer. 6, Perth Royal Show. Number 7, Hotpoint 9530. 8, 7 months. Number 9, no answer. And 10, Courtney. And then was the last person that answered. This is a very late one, and again, it was the one that wasn't showing up on the video, though he clearly showed it to me through a message that he had answered, so I was able to provide a screenshot. J Fantham, or is it J Fantham? I'm sure it might be Fantham. Am I pronouncing it like Feltham, an area in London near Heathrow? Forgive me if I pronounced that wrong. He answered on the 28th of May 2019 at 21:55, literally 2 hours before the closing time. He was meant to have answered earlier, but I think he was a bit busy, but he still got it on it. I said, no, mate, you still have time. So question 1, he answered Perth. Number 2, Melbourne. Number 3, Kwinana Freeway. I love the way people spell that. Number 4, Hotpoint WD640G and Ariston Margarita A1635. Number 5, GE Filter Flow. Number 6, Perth Royal Show, or Royale Show, that's spelled. Number 7, Hotpoint 9530 / Miele Prestige Plus. Yeah, Miele Prestige Plus. Number 8, 6/7 months. Number 9, moped / bike. And number 10, Courtney / Shirley Owen. Now, those are the 7 answers I received. The tension's probably growing now. Now, I'm going to be giving you guys what the actual answers were, and as well as... So, there's no actual correct answer, because a lot of them had multiple answers to... There was also misspellings I would have allowed. Oh, I mean, I didn't care who misspelled it, really, actually. If you spelled it and even you didn't know how to spell it, I would have known from what you were saying what it was. And so, guys, I didn't like any of the comments, because I didn't want... If I liked someone's comment, they might think, oh, he's liked it because I've won. So, you know, I ignored all the comments. There were a few comments I had to delete that weren't relevant. Yes, including one comment that wasn't particularly very nice, but a guy called 70s Were Magic, Kevin Reynolds, he commented something and I just deleted it, of course. But yeah, you know who he is, 70s Were Magic. Now, guys, for the answers. So, as you said, 10 questions and 10 answers, custom answers, they could have been anything. So, here you guys are going to find out what the actual answers were. And don't hit yourself in the head or anything if they weren't, you didn't get it right. I say, guys, I'm not expecting you to get it right. I don't expect anyone to get any of these right, because it was quite a bit. I mean, you guys did quite a lot going and researching. Although there are probably a few of you that probably knew this off your head. You guys watched more of my time in Australia than I expected. So anyway, here goes. Question number 1. What city did I spend my time in Australia? The answer to that was Perth, but also Perth, WA, or Perth, Western Australia would have been accepted. Number 2, which suburb / area was my favourite in Perth? I'll also tell you what video you would have found it in. This one would have been found in anything from the day I went on the Fremantle line and the video called Final Day at the Bay, because my favourite area was anything within the city of Cockburn, but the number 1 suburb in there was Coogee Beach, which is where we spent. I absolutely loved that place. But also would have accepted Coogee Beach, Yangebup, so I think that was Spencer who got that one. Belia, because these are all surrounding areas. Of course, apart from Matt and Elliot, I don't really think there's anyone that knows the whole southern suburbs of Perth. But southern suburbs would have been another one. Cockburn Central, Port Coogee or Spearwood, because they were all places going down from Fremantle all the way down towards Kwinana. But it was anywhere within the city of Cockburn. Question number 3, which freeway does the Mandurah line run down the middle of? The answer, of course, was Kwinana Freeway, which is the run that goes, you would have found that in the Transperth Mandurah line video, and there were a few where we were going along Kwinana Freeway, like a day's work in Cockburn Central. You got Cockburn Central Station going through, and you got Transperth B series units going through. Also, if anyone had called it Banana Freeway, I would have accepted that as well, because I do have a tendency to call it that. Question 4, which 2 machines did I swap my Cassata and Hotpoint 9530 for? Most of you guys got this right. It was the Hotpoint WD640G, Aquarius Plus Supersonic Washer Dryer, and the Ariston Margarita A1635. It made me laugh when Matt actually put Maloney, because I thought, I don't recall having a Maloney. In fact, out there I still convinced you guys that I hated Maloney. It was only until I revealed the washer dryer that you guys knew that I liked them. But I would have accepted Hotpoint WD640G, WD640, WD640G, Hotpoint Supersonic Plus Washer Dryer, Hotpoint Aquarius WD640, Ariston Margarita, Ariston A1635, A1635, Ariston Margarita A1635, Ariston Margarita 1600, or Margarita, or as I said, there were some people who spelled it very differently, most likely because the iPhone corrects you to spell it as the drink, not as the way the pizza is spelled, because the Margarita is spelled the same way as the pizza. Question 5. Which group / artist did I fall in love with whilst out in Australia? I don't think it was ever really mentioned, but you guys may have noticed that my intro has now included something else. Still saying in honour, well, that's another thing, I've changed to say in honour of the original Supreme Florence ballad rather than saying in loving memory, because I never like saying that, because it doesn't tie in with saying the Hoover A3060. It's like saying that in loving memory of the A3060, well, the A3060 is still going. So we're honouring Florence for like starting the Supremes, we're honouring her for being who she was, we're honouring the A3060, but I've also added another group in, which of course indeed are the Shirelles. I also would have accepted Shirelles or Shirley and the Shirelles, because that's also what they got known as post 1967, I think that was. But yeah, that's the group that I now have in my intro, as I say, in honour of the original Supreme Florence ballad, the Shirelles. And that's also, guys, if anyone is wondering, my intro, the song that I use for that is by the Shirelles. It's their #1 hit, Will You Love Me Tomorrow, or Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow. Question number 6. Where did I view the Australia Day 2017 firework display from? The answer to that was Rockingham Forshore, or Rockingham Beach. Someone answered Perth Royal Show. I know why, because the Perth Royal Show did have a grand firework display at the end, but unfortunately it wasn't the correct answer, but good one for guessing that. Question number 7, which machine in my collection was the first to be filmed in Australia? The answer was the Hotpoint 9530. If you remember, the first video was called Hotpoint 9530 Electronic 1000 Plus re-energised in Australia. That of course was the video you would have found it in. And I like Spencer's way of actually saying it was at Matt and Elliot's place. Wasn't expecting that, but the answers I would have accepted were Hotpoint 9530, 9530, 9530A, Hotpoint Electronic 1000 Plus, Hotpoint 1000 Plus, even if you put Hotpoint 95 or the 95, etc. Anything that referenced it. Question number 8. How long was I out in Australia for on my working holiday visa? Now, people seem to be thinking it was 7 months, most likely because we returned at the very end of March, which took us into April. So technically it was like 7 months. But the answers were 6 months I was out there. I was out there from September to March. Also would have selected September 2018 to March 2019. Bless Spencer for actually putting the dates. He put 12th of September to 22nd of March 12th of September 2018 to 22nd of March 2019. And he did technically get that right. We did arrive there on the 10th, but anyway, he still listed it, so... Question number 9, which vehicle did I get a license for out in Western Australia? The answer to that was I rode a moped because I needed ease of transport out there. And it was a generally fun thing to have. No one knew what moped I had, but if I was to tell you guys, it was a Longia Firefox JM50 or so, I remember what it was. But it was a Longia Firefox 50cc scooter, and I put moped, 50cc moped, scooter, 50cc scooter. I did of course take down the video which had the proof of that in because I made a silly mistake of putting some personal details on that I shouldn't, and I do apologise to Alan for that being on there. That should not have been on there. Plus that video was way too long. I did 36 minutes, which should have been like a 10-minute update. You know me, I take too long. Question number 10. This seems to be the one that everyone was not very familiar with. So, who did I develop a crush on at the start of 2019? Now, guys who said Courtney, I gotta admit I was like, what the hell? I stopped talking to Courtney in 2018. Officially things went bad and, well, things were starting to go bad since I came out of Australia. But, no, the exact date was 2nd of November 2018 that I finally stopped talking to her. She was quite nasty to me about something. I won't say much of it now because I'm leaving this for the future video when I talk about all the things that happened in Australia, you know, that taught me lessons in life. But yeah, she turned nasty on me, and when she finally explained why it just did not make any sense at all. She said that it was because she did not want to wait for me to come back from Australia, and it was just like, so I stopped talking to her then. I did not make it very obvious in it, although I did say in a Lost and Found from the Vaults video that me and her had stopped talking. I did put a lot of posts on my Instagram about her. But there's only one person who actually got this question right. The answer to that, if you know me guys very well, when I say I develop a crush on a girl, it doesn't necessarily mean a girl that I've met. It can mean a celebrity crush, normally meaning from the 60s, because you guys remember that everyone knows me for that undeniable crush that I have on Florence Ballard. Hence why I named myself after her, and I've always been doing stuff on Instagram. I mean, you guys may have remembered I even got someone to roleplay as Florence so that I could pretend to date her. Yeah, you guys remember that account, Florence Ballcrd, her name was Florence Ballcrd, yeah, because we were doing it as roleplay. That was the thing of roleplay, was to change the name slightly. But when I say start of 2019, I mean January. January was when I officially took off really getting into the Shirelles. So I developed a crush on the lead singer Shirley Owens. The answers the only person who got it right was Jay, because he put Shirley Owens, and I was like, when people. Now there was a video when we re-energised the Hoover A3060 for the first time after 9 months. I did mention that I had fallen in love with her and she was like my new crush, because I explained why I called the A3060 Florence, and I said, well, even though, okay, big explanation in a short thing. You guys know that with the Supremes, a lot of their fans are like, unfortunately, like what I have seen a lot of in the washer community. There's been things I've seen in the washer community that are really just horrible, what people say. I'm not naming names, I'm not going to it, but the same thing happens in the Supremes fandom, and I call it fandom because it's true. I like Florence Ballard, but there are people that like Diana Ross. Now, if I say I like Florence, the Diana fans get all uptight about it and they start like attacking us over it. It ends up in big fights. In fact, there's been times when I have ended up getting a thread shut down because of something I said to someone over Florence who was very rude to her. But with the Shirelles, their fans can talk. Now, I do have a fan page for them. I've got one on Instagram called Baby It's the Shirelles, as you can see here, and I am the first and only fan page of them on there. That's actually active as well. And on Facebook, I have one called the Shirelles Official Fan Page, and I am the, again, first and only fan page. June the 10th this year, I am going to be starting a YouTube for them with the help of a very lovely guy called Wesley. His name is Supreme's Archive on it, and I hope he sees this video. But it took a lot of people by surprise when I did put this post up on Facebook and I put it up on Instagram that I was now crushing on this girl called Shirley Owens. So the answer I would have accepted were Shirley Owens, Shirley of the Shirelles, one of the Shirelles, because technically I do like all four of the Shirelles. Doris Coley is my other one. Gosh, she's amazing. Mickey Harris and, well, Addie Mickey Harris and Beverly Lee are the other two. Lead singer of the Shirelles, Shirley Reeves, because she's now called Shirley Alston Reeves, or Shirley Shirelles, etc. Definitely not Courtney, because me and her fell in love in July last year. And then, you know, so it would not have been her. So I was thinking to myself, curse you guys for saying that. But, you know, obviously, I don't expect everyone to understand that. So, yes, that was all the answers to them. A very long and winded one, but congratulations on there. Now, with a countdown from 7th place to the 1st, I'm going to be giving away who answered what correctly, who got what right, and finally the winner. Get ready. Okay guys, brace yourselves. Here we are announcing the results. In 7th place, we have Ignis V. He got 3 out of 10. Not a bad result, because at the end of the day, not many people might have seen a lot about Australia, and I understand the videos were very long to watch. But you know what, if you didn't win or you got a low mark, just honestly understand this. Thank you so much for taking part in it. It means a lot that you even came along to do that for me. In 6th place, we have Kai, Hotpoint 9534. He got 4 out of 10. Congratulations to you, Kai. You were very new on the scene in a way when the whole thing of Australia, I think you came around last year at some point, so the whole thing of Australia might have been a lot to keep up with, especially because it meant you had to go back and look at all the old stuff from Australia, not just of my visa out there. 5th place, Matt, Glenfield Math K1 with 4.5 out of 10. Why I say 4.5, the question he got half right was about the two machines that I swapped for. He got the WD640 right, but he didn't get the second one of the Ariston. He got the Maloney. I should have taken the Maloney, actually. I was actually offered that Amiga WD1052, but I didn't take it because I had a broken dryer fan and I couldn't get a spare part. In 4th place, Josh, TheSuperWasherLab, with 5 out of 10. He got 50% on that. Well done to you, Josh. And although we've already met, you're still invited to come round. Of course, I definitely want you guys to come round, because some people didn't get to see the A3060. In 3rd place, Jay Fantham. He got 7 out of 10. Pretty good one there, Jay. I appreciate you for a last minute one as well, because that was very last minute he had to do that. That shows me that someone, he either must have known all this, or he was able to probably was able to know which video to go to. So I tried to make so that you guys would know what video to go to, but didn't want to give too much away. In 2nd place, ooh, now we're getting closer. Washercrazy Joe with 8 out of 10. Very good one, Joe. And we definitely will be meeting up this year. So now, we are going to be announcing the winner. Here we go.
This is dedicated to the one I
am inviting to the wash-in. Congratulations, Spencer Cook, WasherLab 2014, with a high result of 9 out of 10. I didn't think it would be used, but honestly I was not expecting that, but well done to you, Spencer. You would have got 10 out of 10 if you'd gotten the last question. Now, I appreciate the fact the last question you put Tammy Terrell, because yes, in 2018 I did have a short-lived crush on Tammy Terrell. I still think she's beautiful, but her story was heartbreaking. I just could not grasp that. So if you'd answered Shirley or Shirley Owens, you would have got 10 out of 10. But you know what? You got 9 out of 10. That's bloody good, mate. You got everything right there, including the fact you knew to put Yangebup, Western Australia. I mean, that to me was like, wow, someone actually put... Because there were people that were putting Melbourne there, and I was like, Melbourne's like on... It's another city in another state. Yeah, I mean, but I would like to have been in Melbourne. But anyway, Spencer, so when my machines arrive 15th of June, and hopefully we are getting them back that week. We pray that we are, because I don't see a reason they need to be quarantined for 2 weeks. The reason they took so long on the way out was because Mum had foolishly brought our Christmas tree. So the pine needles, that was an artificial tree, but that wasn't allowed into the country. So hopefully we get back that week, and you will get to be... Now, I come home from America on the 2nd of July. It'll be the 3rd of the morning of the 3rd of July, actually. And then I probably be a couple of weeks after that. So we're looking around July, maybe mid-July, to have the wash-in. If you are free at that time, then yeah, that definitely is. And the rest of you guys, you're all still invited, of course. Mainly around July or August to be when we're doing it. Yeah, so that'll be good. So I want to thank everyone for taking part in that. I had it all in my notebook. I said, don't be too disappointed if you didn't win. It doesn't mean that you're stupid or you're thick or anything. It just means, guys, that I must have made it very hard. That's what I blame me for it. But no, thank you ever so much, of course. It means a lot you guys wanted to play along with this. I was contemplating doing it all the time out in Australia. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this thing when I go back. I'm going to be honest about something here, though, guys. I know I said I wasn't going to do the video about what Australia taught me, but at the end of the day, I'll say one thing. It's taught me how gifted I was out in Australia. I mean, I'm disappointed with the weather we got here for one. It's still cold and it's May. Not unless it's because I'm still climatised to it being 40 degrees or so. But there's a lot of stuff I'm actually missing about Australia. I might go back and visit one day, I think. Maybe I wanted to go next year and probably visit on my way to America. I mean, I miss Coogee Beach. I'd love to visit there again. Rather than Brighton this year, it just didn't feel right that I was there. Really, it didn't feel the same really. So, yeah, I'd love to do that. So, anyway, that's that, guys. Now a little update for what's to come. We've got a video of the Maloney Electra coming. We're going to be washing that Edinburgh woolen mill blanket. You know, the one that the A3060 went mad with. We're going to be doing an SEL machine handles a blanket on wool and wool mixtures at 40 degrees Celsius, and I'll do a high speed or fast spin and then a low heat dry, and we'll see how that handles that. And I'm doing a full load of towels on that machine on a cotton 70 wash, so turn it to 95 but turn it down to 70, and try these blue sapphire like fragrance beads, like Unstoppables, but it's a Tesco own brand, blue sapphire, and I'll see how they come out and see how the machine handles a full load. Now, this weekend I mentioned that I was going to see someone. So you guys probably guessed who that is. If you haven't guessed who it is, now I don't care what anyone says. If someone says to me, "Oh, why are you going to see this person?" Well, he's always been a good friend to me. He hasn't done anything wrong to me. I am going to be making one hell of a journey to go all the way up to Scotland, because I'm going to be meeting Service Gem, who is Clarky, or Mikey Clark. As he's known by so many things, but I've always known him as Clarky. So I'm finally going to be filming his bloody house full of Maloney's, as well as going on an Intercity 125. Now, Great Western Railway have retired all theirs, but they got one more going on Saturday. I'm going on Saturday after work to Clarky. Up in Scotland, I've got about a 4-hour train journey, and he's going to meet me over there. And then he's going to be going and taking 3 machines from Witchwasher 2007, a Service Super Spin 1000, a Hotpoint 9511, and that'll be a great one. I'll finally get to see one of those. And we're going to be repairing it. And then he's also getting a Zanussi FL811. And we might be seeing Luke Skelding as well while we're up there, because we're close by to him. And then just going to be filming all his machines. Unfortunately, I can only stay till Monday, because obviously I only have 2 days off. But because my shifts mean that I finish in the afternoon, it's pretty good. But yeah, that's that guy. So we're going to be seeing him. Oh God, he's going to drive me mad, I think. Well, I'll probably drive him mad. As I know, there's been a bit of disputes with him and whatnot. But at the end of the, you know, I know about what happened and what caused his bad state. And I'm not going to say it because it's none of my business to say that. You know, I respect him and his privacy. So yeah, I'm filming bloody lots of Maloney and I think some Hoover New Waves there, but there's some machines there that I never would have seen before. So yeah, as I say guys, thank you so much for taking part in that. It really means the world to me that you guys were happy to do that. And yeah, I just look forward to what 2019 has for us. I still keep wanting to say 2018 for some reason, don't even ask why. It'll just be good when all our machines arrive. Not just the machines, but all the other appliances. And then, yeah, that's it. When the weather gets warmer, we'll also do some cycling vlogs, but be vlogging my way to America. Can't wait to do that. Sing Princess and Anthony. Okay, guys, wrap that up there. And one thing I'll definitely say as well, you guys not only rock, but you also, if you can see that, you guys also swing the most. Bad one, but I just had to throw it in. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.